Okay, game 3, first half, YMM coming in with his Wax. I've rarely seen him play Wax Artist, to be honest with you on that point, but coming in with a Wax Artist here on day 5, considering it's his 3rd game and all, probably wouldn't be too bad. We do see that where the female dancer is as well now, then the Fox with the anti-queering, it is once again the same persona point as Cheer from game 1. Probably has to get rid of the slow music box right here. If you don't, even a female dancer doesn't have a halting speed buff, she will be able to utilize that dance to pull even further distance away from you. But seeing where female dancer is right now, she is pretty darn far away, but Fox jumping down here a little bit prematurely. Not a good sign here from Fox, because like a lot of pro players in general, a lot of IVL professionals in general, they would just stay up there to confirm that the hunter is going to go up before jumping down. But Fox, of course, wanting to flex quite a bit, deciding to stun himself right there with the 4-second disarm, but it does seem like it will be able to land a free 56% wax right there. Fox landing another 84%. If Fox is able to flywheel this one at 96 once again, which is a little bit more unfortunate, and of course that 1 point of wax landing on towards the antiquarian. It does seem like Blink is ready here as well, but it doesn't seem like Fox wants to flip out of this area. Maybe you can't flip out of this area, but Fox has to be very careful over here what he does. Decides to flip off the stairs instead, and of course YMM jumping down right here, successfully basically containing for quite a long time. Even if Fox doesn't get the blink out right here, the 3 try for containment is definitely more than enough for the survivors, as we do see here as well. Fox deciding to not stand in between the area, landing another immediate 2 wax. It does seem like he'll be able to stall for quite some time, but here with only 1 second left, it's not that ideal for him to jump down. If he wanted to jump down, he probably should have taken the advantage point in which he was near the bridge drop down towards the staircase, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Whether or not he jumps down, I think the end results will still be the same. He did stall for an extra 15-20 seconds though, so that's all what they needed. Now then, WGB Cypher being locked here once again. ACT Moon is going to fill in for Li Si, as we do see here as well. Moon filling in for Li Si, a bit of a surprise here for me as well. We rarely see Moon. We have really rarely seen Moon, but of course getting a hit on the... We're gonna hit the female dancer, but the first officer is also going to come into rescue though, which is a little bit of more of a surprise. If the first officer doesn't come into body block, then it's kind of a waste. It's kind of a waste if he doesn't come into body block. It would be better for him to do so, but with the flash right here, with the blink right here, of course getting the hit on towards Fox, does seem like it'll still become a tie game here for WBG. Now then, ACT Moon rotating away as much as possible. This Fox will be returning to the mainer. No, he won't be returned to the mainer. Sorry, I said before half rescue. My bad. I just remembered. This guy didn't contain for 1.5 ciphers. He actually contained for 3. Oh my lord. Now then, seeing where the first officer is as well, he does still have 1 more watch left on him, but it does seem like WGB Cypher will be continuously locked here, as well as that YMM doesn't seem like he knows where the first officer is as well, trying to land as much hits as possible, but the first officer has been doing a really good job baiting out the YMM, baiting out the YMM walking a little bit further outside of the area. But of course, even if they do plan on stalling chair time, I don't think it's going to be enough. That chair is going to be continuously locked, but of course all survivors down here right now, this is the only chance for YMM to gain more, but I don't think the survivors are going to allow that. Gets a hit on the acrobat right there. Fox wanting to rotate as much as possible, of course landing the 8-second fireball right there. This is going to be very crucial for ACT Survivor. There's a huge chance for this to become a 4-man escape, but the flywheel coming out as well. Once again the body block coming in from the survivor side. Now let's see, it's dispersing onto the first officer, but of course landing the slow debuff, and we're going to get a half health hish, which is a little bit more unfortunate from the hot wax. Now anti-queering going down. Can we pick? No, we didn't pick. Oh no, we didn't pick. Oh, no, he didn't heal, not pick. A little bit unfortunate there that they couldn't heal. But of course here we do see as well 4 survivors left. No, well, not 4. 3 survivors left on the field, and WGB currently teleporting towards the a female dancer right now who's nothing left on her hands. This is going to hurt quite a bit from ACT Survivor side. Gets the hit right there, but also the gate has been locked from the other side right now near the umbrella gate near hotel. Therefore YMM can still He's gonna cherry middle instead. It does seem like he's going to do that. I mean, if he decides to do that, then I guess this will be a guaranteed tie. If he decides to cherry right away and start spewing walks, I think that would be there would be a much better chance of him getting a 3-man elimination. That's what I honestly think. But let's move on towards game 3 then. It's being a lot of ties for this game. Honestly, a lot of ties. Welcome to second half. Violetta, it's been a while since we've seen it. Oh no, we have not seen a single Violetta yet. The only Violetta I know is Alexis. Honestly, the only Violetta I know is Alexis's Violetta. But of course, Chia coming out with Violetta as well, alongside with not PPX, Sauten's Violetta. All their Violettas are very good right here from the powerhouses in general. But here, as we do see as well, the Persona point will be Trump Card Detention, Wish, Mischievous, and of course one stack of Berserker, and alongside with Claustrophobia, which isn't too bad. But good news for Voyo really is just with the fact that she can shop around a little bit, look for survivors, cause she most likely will be at around 120 points of web tread. Even if it's going to be a forward, it's probably going to be quite an easy chase considering that it is going to be a professional Violetta playing out here. Then decides to land the first, the second, and the third web tread right there. Even if 4 wants to pull a ball, I don't think it's going to do much for him. As we see here as well, the 5th, the 6th, forward is pulling such a huge ball right now, but sadly just not about enough. That is quite a long ball, and of course quite a long stun for the forward himself right there. Quite a long exhaust for him, let's say. Forward did try to do what he wanted to do, but sadly, I think if he pulled behind the pallet right there, he definitely wouldn't have been able to get hit. But of course, Acrobat with the mud ball right there, of course the Violetta will have to step on it. Probably hitting the Acrobat here would be a better choice of action. If he decides to change targets, it wouldn't be too bad considering that forward actually has no balls remaining. But also changing targets here simply means that you have to chase against an Acrobat with 3 balls on his hands. Now of course landing another red ball here as we do see as well, did not really land that third web thread sadly to gain the movement speed buff. So the blink will be forced out right here, and it does seem like we're going to blink out here as well and gets the immediate hit down on towards the Acrobat. Chia hit the air right there just to bait out the flywheel, but you know, it is what it is there. It is what it is there. I was a bit worried that Acrobat's ball would have been ready right there, considering, I mean, it could have been ready. It's only a 10-second cooldown, so like the moment Chia blinked could be the moment that he also uses his ball. So that was a little bit risky right there from Chia. Try not to imitate that too much unless you know their cooldowns. But of course, now then landing the hit on towards the patient, it doesn't seem like... Ooh, didn't get the hit right there. That should have hit it though, shouldn't it? But for none of them... No, actually, only the toy merchant has... Only the toy merchant has tied right here. But of course, 2 survivors at half health, 1 survivor at full health. If they do decide to come into rescue, I don't think it's going to be good. You need the patient and the forward to go heal. You really do need that, considering, like, you know, if you do decide to sell here, then it simply means, like, if you do sell here, you're like, okay, I get web threads, so I can down someone fast ASAP if they're at half health. But then if you don't sell, it's kind of like, okay, everyone's at half health, what do I do? No one can heal. Now then, getting the rescue on towards the Acrobat right now, can definitely recycle these 2 web threads. Acrobat once again does have Mischievous on him, not nostalgic on himself, but of course with no web threads here from Chia's side, Acro has to contain for at least 30 seconds, but it doesn't seem like the survivor wants to heal anymore. They just want to decode. I mean, they definitely could do so. Look at the Cypher machine. Well, there's one Cypher at 70% that has not been decoded just yet, and Chia is currently panicking here as we do see as well. And then MK, that is quite a few slow debuffs here, but of course we're going to get a 1. We're going to get a 2, we're going to get a vault over. Sadly, the 3 is not going to come out anytime soon. Lana is also going to come in with the body block, and it does seem like we'll have to give up on towards the Acrobat right here. Doesn't seem like we want to give up the Acrobat, considering that Lon did come in to body block. Of course, getting the split right there, we're gonna have a Grandpa Acrobat with a slow movement speed buff, the speed debuff there. Of course, Cypher currently 81%. If teleport was ready, then this definitely could have been a 3-man elimination. Sadly, it wasn't enough. They really were just missing that Cypher. Now then, good news, Patient can hook in to rescue without basically being pushed too far back. Bad news, she is deciding to turn your Umbrella Gate. So no one can open this cipher anymore. That's only 4 shakes there from Toy Merchant side. Unless you have will to survive, that would not be enough, sadly. Of course, for Cheer right here, probably would be better to hit out, considering he does have 60 web threads. This Toy Merchant has nothing on his hands, so it'll be an immediate triple. And blink down. Never mind, it's going to be a blink down. Decides to change immediately. He decides not to do so. Oh no, they can share back towards the gate actually, never mind. And of course, Violetta with that much web threads here, I don't think it's gonna be enough. It depends on Cheer's hand speed right now. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Where's the third? The third one's coming out right here. The gate is at 91% right now. The patient wants to come into rescue, but it doesn't seem like the patient is able to do so anymore. Wait a second, no, the patient didn't even go in. The patient jumped back right there, and of course, seeing the 4 rotating out towards right now, he's overextending here, rushing to outside towards the gate. But even if they do this right now, if 4 comes into rescue, it really wouldn't be enough at the end of the day. Even if you have that much ball, it's still not enough forward, extending out a little bit too far right here. Sees where the patient is. Patient, no, we're gonna turn back towards the 4 right now. Forward, overextending in towards the Toy Merchant. But here, what do we see? We see an immediate hit down on Cheer's side, and it will become a 3-man elimination, sadly. Wanting to rescue right there, or wanting to go straight towards that dungeon. It doesn't seem like he'll be able to do so at all from the forward side. It's a little bit unfortunate, but let's congratulate ACT for the win right here. Let's congratulate ACT for winning against WBG. Moving on towards last game of day 5.